Hello everyone. I am VC Sridharan, Assistant Professor from the SNS College of Physiotherapy. In this video, we're going to see about the topic is excretion. First, we're going to see about the introduction of the kidneys. Generally, the kidneys are the paired bean-shaped organs which is located at the retroperitoneal in the retroperitoneal region of the abdomen. So the primary functions of these kidneys are filtering the blood, removing the waste, regulate the body fluids and electrolytes, and it also helps in maintaining the acid-base balance. The additional roles of the kidneys are produces hormones which are the erythropoietin, renin, and the calcitriol. Each kidney contains the 1 million units of nephrons. The gross anatomy of kidney are, so generally there are two different segments. First one is external segment and second one is internal segment. The external segment of the kidney consists of the renal capsule, which is the protective layer of the kidney, and next one is hilum, which is known as the entry point of the kidney, where through the hilum the blood vessels and also the ureter can be enter into the kidney, and it also enter outs to the kidney. Second one, we're going to see about the internal anatomy of the kidney. So the internal anatomy of the kidney, which consists of the cortex, the outer layer, medulla, inner pyramidal layers, and third one is the renal pelvis, where the urine gets collected at the collecting duct. The blood supply for these kidneys are the renal artery, where it divides into different branches, and they where from this kidney the renal vein gets deoxygenated from the kidney and takes to the outside of the kidney. Now we're going to see about the nephron. So the nephron is the structural and the functional unit of the kidney. So each kidney consists of the 1 million nephrons. The types of nephrons are the cortical, which is 85%, and the second one is the juxtamedullary, which is 15%. It consists of the renal corpuscle and the renal tubule, which is responsible for the filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and the excretion process that takes place in the kidney. So in this picture, the segments which are shown in this picture is known as the collectively called as nephron. So nephron consists of the six different spot. First one is glomerulus. Second one is proximal convoluted tubule. Third one is distal convoluted tubule. Fourth one is the ascending loop of Henle, and fifth one is distal tubule, and sixth one is the collecting duct. The structure of nephron consists of the renal corpuscle. So renal corpuscle is nothing but the collective structure of the glomerulus Bowman capsule. These two different segments were collectively called as the renal corpuscle. So glomerulus is nothing but the cluster of capillaries for the filtration, and the Bowman capsule, which surrounds the glomerulus and collects the filtrating processes. This filtration barrier, which are called as the endothelium and the basement membrane and the podocytes, the afferent and the efferent atriole, which helps in regulating the blood flow. Next, we're going to see about the renal tubule. So this renal tubule collectively, which consists of the proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, and the distal convoluted tubule. So this proximal convoluted tubule present in the cortex region, and it helps in reabsorption. This loop of Henle, which present in the descending loop of Henle, which helps in the water reabsorption, and the ascending, which helps in the salt reabsorption. This descending convoluted tubule helps in the fine tuning, and it also helps in the hormone regulation. Collecting duct, which helps in the final concentration of the urine, which is influenced by the ADH hormone. So these are the picture which shows the collectively the function of the nephron. The urine formation, blood pressure forces fluid through the glomerulus into the Bowman's capsule, which filtrates the water, ions, glucose, and the waste products. The GFR, which is nothing but the glomerular filtration rate, 120 ml per minute, regulated by the juxtamedular apparatus. In the tubular reabsorption and the secretion process, 99% of water and glucose ions reclaimed, whereas in the secretion, it adds the wastes into the tubules. The counter current multiplier into the loop of Henle enables the urine contraction. Next, it also helps in the regulation and the other functions. Hormones such as ADH hormone, which helps in the water retention, aldosterone hormone, which helps in the sodium reabsorption, and finally renin and angiotensin system, which helps in regulating the blood pressure. Maintain the homeostasis, which helps in the fluid balance, pH level, and the electrolytes. Others are hormone production, which are the EPOs for the RBCs, and it also the vitamin D activation. Kidneys filter 180 liters of blood per day via nephrons. The key processing for this urinary formation is filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and finally excretion. Essential for the waste removal and balance and the health. Clinical note: damage can lead to the CKD. CKD is nothing but the chronic kidney disease affecting the millions of people among the world. So this summary shows that the kidney and nephron, which collectively divided into three different segments: kidney structure, nephron structure, and kidney and nephron functions. So this flow chart shows the structure of the kidney and the nephron structure, and finally the shows the functions of the kidneys and nephrons. Thank you.